Yes, he was up there, and I saw him up there. I'm a Montessori educator, so I work with young children. So I think there's some instinctual qualities that come out. But I look up, and I saw the baby dangling and hanging from the fire escape, and
Two stories up.
in between second and third floor, and yeah, and he had slipped and was literally holding on with his hands. And I'm on the phone with 911 and trying to position myself underneath where I could possibly catch him if he did fall, as people are trying to find the parents.
This is a 1-year-old. So
This
we're
is a
talking
1-year-old.
a very little baby.
Very little.
Were there people around? I mean, I can only imagine the frenzy that would happen, and it probably happened very quickly.
It did happen quickly. I think within 5 minutes everything happened, and there were people around me. I mean, I have to say I'm quite focused. I do mindfulness, and so I was really in the moment and concentrating on the baby and making sure at all times that...
So you have the cell phone to your ear,
Yeah.
and you're truly moving yourself underneath, assuming I'm the only one here that's going to catch
Yeah.
this baby, because that baby's not going to be able to hold on for long.
Exactly. The minute he dropped and was holding with his hands, I knew it could be any moment, and I just stayed focused on him. And the minute he let go, I just hoped for the best and had my arms out waiting for him. So.
I'm just going to guess, having had two babies, that at 1-year-old, you're going to be somewhere around 15, 20, or 25 pounds. That's a lot to grab from 2.5 stories up. What happened? Were you perfect catch? I mean,
I honestly, I did not feel his weight. It was effortless. I was very surprised because I wasn't sure about that, but he felt as light as a feather, and I just, it was easy to hold him. And again, I just think I kicked into gear, and whatever forces behind me, it just made sure I did what needed to be done in that moment.
what was his son? Was he crying? Was he just bewildered?
Yeah, he was crying because he had hit his mouth on the way down, and so by the time he landed in my arms, that's when he had started crying, was when he hit his mouth. And then so he was crying when I was holding him, but he was relatively okay, and somebody took him from me, another man that was watching, and I got back on the cell phone and said, please get the ambulance here. And he is bleeding from the mouth, and we weren't sure, but it seemed okay, and he